All right, guys, Cameron and I are in the Civic here and got some issues going on. I've got it running right now, warming up a little bit before we drive it. I'm going to get it back over to the shop, then Chris and I are going to work on it tonight. We are going to church camp, so that's why we're all dressed up for that. So, not church camp, but Bible school, whatever. Anyways, so the car has spun a rod bearing, I'm pretty sure. So at about 3 to 3,500, it'll make some crazy noises. So a little bit of rod knock. That's about the only time it does it. So we get it over there tonight so we can get those switched out and should be good to go. So I'm gonna give you some clips driving over there, see if it'll make the noise or whatnot. So let's hope we make it there. That didn't make any noise right then. Maybe it won't make any noise on the way over there. I'm afraid once it gets warmed up, it's probably gonna start making a little bit of noise though. Just gotta get it over there quickly. Making any noises now, so who knows, but it's definitely need to get those changed, because the other day it was going wah. I mean, it was just loud, so kind of scary, and I really should have changed it to begin with. Anytime you start throwing more power at a car, whether it be nitrous or turbo or supercharging or whatever, I mean, with 175,000 miles, it probably should have been done either way. So you really want to do that, and it's something that I kind of stressed a little bit on the Acura build, and then thought, oh, this thing will be fine, and didn't do it, and I really should have. I really should have done that myself. So make sure that you do that if you're going to be turboing or whatever. Make sure that you change out those rod bearings and these things. If I just rev it up a little bit, you can hear it. Let me turn off on the road here. Hear that? That's it right there. I don't know if you can hear that, but it doesn't sound good at all. Kind of scary. All right, guys. Chris and I are at the shop. It's almost 10 o'clock is what we normally do. Work super late for no reason. And got the car in here. About to start changing rod bearings. So here we go.
Your parents' house. I'm Bill.
Don't want a complication.
All right, guys, the first thing we got to do is drain the oil. There you go. What is that?
18.
18.
Cheese.
And unhook our oil line here. And I'm guessing we're gonna have to undo the bolts from the turbo. Move this off to the side, drop our pan down, see if we can get to those bearings. Oh, easy. All right, the oil's drained, got this loose, got this loose, and hoping we can kind of get it over out of the way, but we'll see. Let's see, we'll get it out of the way. All right, guys, so this is out of the bottom of the oil pan. You can see some bits of bearing in there. That's that brass looking color was down in here, and you can see a little bit down in here. And part of that was due to the RTV. Could have been starving it of oil, because some of that RTV did fall down in here and actually get up in my oil pickup. And yeah, you can see that. Well, and actually you can't even see in there now, but there was a whole bunch of junk in there. So it actually looks really clean now. We're going to clean it out more, but it could have been starving it for oil, and that might have been what did it. So hopefully this will fix it. They need to be replaced anyways. So here's the bearings, aluminum, silicone, engine bearings. This is the ones that I got. Supposed to be for this car, so hopefully that'll work. About to get these put in. I'll show you what they look like. There's the new bearings. You see the aluminum in there. And this little cap right here, just to be able to put some fresh oil on them before they go in. And about to start putting them in here. The rod bearing caps right there. I'm going to start working on these two middle ones because they're there. And then we may roll it around or work on the other ones from back here. So I'm going to see if we can pull these out and we'll show you what they look like.
Yeah, screw it a little bit.
Is it coming? There it is, but we gotta turn the motor.
Yeah.
Is it coming?
It's not coming. Oh, oh. Right now. No, that's not the problem. There
Oh,
we go.
there it goes. Let's see what it looks like. That one's lined up. Don't think that was the problem. We got to get this bearing that's up in there out. I'm gonna slide it on around. I wonder if we can do it with the end of a screwdriver to push on a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna push the other side of it. Come on, go. I think it's right. Did I push it down some? Yep, I see it now.
Yeah, I can see it now.
I need to go back up with it or something.
All right, I'm gonna pull a new bearing out.
Action.
Nice oiled up bearings.
Sparings.
Bearings. And there's one little lock. Make sure the lock's on the right side. It is.
See the lock right here?
Yeah.
On this side rock chair?
Yeah. Just gotta go up in that little hole. And then we'll pull the rod down. That should kind of lock it into place a little bit. All right, so now we got the new bearing in the cap. Chris has got that up in there. It just took a little bit of finagling trying to get it to get smooth, not smooth, but level, I guess. I don't know.
It's getting it in position. With this
Yeah.
oil on it's real slick. It keeps trying to roll right back out the other side.
So we would bring this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got good compression. How far you want me to go?
You're gonna have to go more than that. More. All right.
On your cap, there is half of a number. Okay,
Not here.
not there. It's there, which is a 2, and it's the top side of a 2. The bottom side of the 2
On the back
is not on that one.
Right there, here.
Yeah, it's just like this one.
Right
Um,
Sorry.
so and there's a whole number 2 stamped. I'll show you the diagram right here. Awesome.
This is in.
Put your nuts back on. And we'll torque those. So our torque wrench only goes down to 20 foot-pounds. We're going to run it on down, which we did, down 6 pounds below that. So we're going to have right there on the 14. So you need 14 foot-pounds. This should be pretty close. I need 14 foot-pounds on each one of those nuts. But there's the next one. It does have that line down through it that actually you can feel. So there must have been a little bit of trash in there at some point in time. The crank still feels super smooth. We'll get that one out. Chris is working on the top side. All right, so take a look at this right here. So Look at that. That's how much it's moving on there by itself. That would definitely make a knot. And it's flush on both sides, so that's got to be the bearing that got starved. All right, nuts are off, and now we're gonna so we can drop this thing down. Got a small little gap now.
Holy.
Seems weird, doesn't it?
It's super tight compared to the other ones.
I think we may have to stick a little screwdriver in between those two. And
I don't need to.
Right.
Where's that screwdriver you just took?
it's over here.
You can see the gap.
May have to twist it sideways, way up in that gap.
There it is.
goes. Pull that out of there, let's see what it looks like. We may have to clean up the crank a little bit with some emery cloth or something. Seems weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's acting completely different than the other
Very
ones.
tight. Move it down some more.
A little bit.
Holy moly! All right, now you're gonna have to move it.
I think the bearing is still stuck to the crank.
Yeah, it looks like it is. All right, go on, move it on up.
Nasty, I think.
Yeah, that bearing's still on there.
Got it?
Yep. Yep,
Yep.
bearing's still on there.
is seized to the crank. How's that feel? Looks pretty smooth. Actually.
No, it's actually kind of rough.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, so it was spinning it for sure then. Yeah, we need to get some emery cloth in there and try to just smooth it. We don't really take any metal off, we just want it to be smooth. Round. The actual crack is up here, so it's actually spun that bearing completely over, and because the crack should be somewhere in line here, and it's all the way up there. That's splitting the bearing, and the bearings are essentially seized right now because it's on both sides, so it just took the whole thing and hammered it around through there. So we gotta get that off there somehow. We can pry in between the two bearing halves. Check these out. These look pretty nasty looking. This is definitely one that was bad. You gonna let me see it? So this one, you can see where the hole here is kind of elongated. And looks kind of nasty. That one,
shape to it.
big time. And so it actually flattened it out a little bit. Yeah, and then the locks on there are just completely flat on both sides and gone. That's crazy. And yeah, you can hear it. Just kind of
That's how rough that is.
pretty rough. And
Plus, I don't know if you can even see that at all with my hand, but there's lips on the sides of the bearings.
yeah, where it smushed it out. I don't know where I'm at. And the crank does feel a little rough. You can feel it in there. So we're gonna try to smooth that up as much as we can with some emery cloth, and hopefully that goes good. That's definitely the one that is last in the run from the oil pump. So it makes sense that that would be the worst one. So hopefully this fixes it.
Resorting to sanding. See if we can get out some little scarring and everything on it. Best we can. Or he can.
Man, skill arms.
Workouts
I don't do them.
for your fingers. And for them.
Alright, so the pan is back on, the bearings are all done, and the oil line's back on. We have a plug this time. I think it's ready for the downpipe to be hooked up and put some oil in it. Alright guys, so got some more Rotella T5. This is the synthetic blend. Throw that in there and then we'll fire it up, let it run, go all the way up to idle in normal temperature, everything, and shut it off and leave it overnight, let it cool a little bit down. Oil is in, and we're gonna fire this thing up.
Almost 2 in the morning.
Almost 2 in the morning. And fire up Lots of belt spill. Let it idle. What are you doing? Chris is tapping my shifter around. It's the next day. Cameron and I came and grabbed the car. It's nice and ugly and rainy outside. The car seems to be doing good. No more noises. Everything seems okay. I'm just gonna kind of baby it around a little bit and make sure that you know, nothing spins over right now. Just try to ease it into it, let the bearings seat in and everything. So that's it. All right, guys. Civic seems to be doing good. Everything seems to be running fine now. I turned the boost up just a little bit, ran it like that for a little bit, and then I turned it back up to 10. Everything seems to be good. So that's all it was. Should have changed them out to begin with. So make sure that you do that when you do your build. And then I was going to throw out HiRevz. This is my old HiRevz hat here. Just don't bring it up enough. So I got some shirts out there. This is one of them. This is the In the Morning When I Rise, Give Me Jesus and Nitrous. So got the American Graffiti cars on there. So pretty cool shirts and random stuff on there. Hop on there. There's parts and shirts and hats and stickers and all kinds of good stuff on there. So it's all free shipping all the time. So hop on there, find something you like, whatever. I appreciate all the help, guys. Just so many of y'all have helped me out. I'm gonna throw a shout out to Jason Cameron. Thank you so much, dude, for giving me good comments and saying nice things and buying stuff from HiRevz. Man, it truly means a lot when y'all get to interact with y'all and y'all give me nice feedback, and it's just good to go. So I truly appreciate it, and y'all have a good day.